Welcome back to the channel, Panda Pals. I'm finally back home, thank God. Which means I get to go back to recording these recap / reaction style videos that I've super loved doing. So today we are watching Hunt for Love Season 1, Episode 5. This one seems a lot of fun. Everyone seems to be doing a whole bunch of bonkers shit. So I'm very excited to get into this one. So buckle it up, cuties, and let's just get this show started. We're back at the pool. Jen is telling Courtney that she absolutely did not yeehaw all over Rob's dick last night because she, unlike Elise, is a classy girl.
I actually love that you told him about all his freaky sexy, but why did you do it?
I like how she's like, I love that you threw me under the bus, like truly. But like, why?
I thought it was funny. I didn't know he'd be so hurt and like run over and start a fight. I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
You wanted it. Don't lie to us. Sad little puppy dog Cole comes on over to talk to Jen, and Courtney is like, ugh, I really don't want to listen to these two argue over nothing. So Girly finds literally any excuse she can to get the fuck out of there.
Mind if I join you? Hope I didn't interrupt anything important.
This is so awkward. Time to get out of here.
Oh, there's bees here. I'm gonna leave you.
There's bees here.
I'm gonna go to the bar and get some drinks.
Good choice.
We'll see you in a bit. You want to talk about last night?
About how she banged Rob because you gave her the ick. Also, it is crazy to me to think if they actually did bang, because some people are saying they were just wearing nude colored underwear and just like dry humping. But if they did bang, that means that there's some poor producer in a dark room watching these two have sex, having to just like rotoscope blurring on their private parts. Like they got paid for that, and they probably got paid way too little for that.
Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, I was having a great time with you, and then you pushed me out of the way to go talk to Rob.
To be fair, you pushed her out of the way first.
You and Rob sat next to each other, and you guys sat there and flirted, and you almost touched his lips with your lips.
Oh, his lips touched another kind of her lips last night. Ooh.
I believe that you went home with him last night.
I can't imagine that people truly don't know they banged because they were drunk out of their minds. I can't imagine she was quiet. Jen is like, yeah, I went to Rob's room so that I could get to know him more, but I only did it because you pushed me right into his arms with your condescending, sexist attitude. I mean, she didn't say all that, but you know she wanted to.
Because I felt really hurt by you. You shushed me.
I like how she's like, you shushed me, so I stuck another man's penis inside my vagina. That's wild.
I already turned off, but his jealousy and his controlling behavior towards me.
I feel like she loves it though. Like if I feel like she would be angry either way. Like if you are jealous, she's gonna be like, you're too jealous for me. Oh my God. But if you weren't jealous, she'd be like, do you even love me? Like I just feel like Jen is the kind of person that you just can't, she's never gonna be happy.
Definitely a big deal when you shoot somebody. That is not okay. He needs to behave because I'm not allow him to disrespect me like that.
I mean, no, he should not have, dismissed you and shushed you like that. Cause that turned me off too. That gave me the ick. But that doesn't mean you go bang another guy to teach him a lesson. That's really no bueno.
And I already had to confront a very uncomfortable situation.
That you created.
I'm going to apologize for that. I felt really bad. I hope you see that, and I won't do that again.
Yes, he should have apologized for shushing her and trying to push her out of the conversation. But I hate how Jen doesn't have to apologize. Like she doesn't have to apologize for blatantly rubbing Rob in his face and f***ing him to punish Cole and teach him a lesson.
I know that seeing me with Rob will upset Cole a lot.
Yeah, we know. You did that on purpose. We know you know. That's why you did it.
The fact that he apologized shows me a huge level of maturity for him.
She's a piece of work, dude. That's so manipulative.
It's gonna help me to just dissipate my doubts a little bit for the moment.
If you're dating someone who gets mad at you for doing something and their response isn't to talk to you about it and instead, go f another person, Don't date that person. That is a bad person. So Cole is like, do you think you could still be like into me? And Jen is like, oh, yes, you have proven yourself to be most deliciously weak to my manipulations. I shall keep you around. And Cole is over there like, awesome.
I'm open to giving Jen another chance, but at the same time, there is an element of gaslighting as well, where she doesn't completely want to own up to what happened last night.
It's so weird because he's aware of it. That almost makes it worse. He knows that she's manipulating him and gaslighting him. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can change her. Like, don't. It's time for another event, and today it is a game of this or that, and everyone is going to see how compatible they are with each other.
Sex a couple times a week or sex a couple times a day?
I love how Colt immediately is like, day. If anyone is curious, I would prefer a couple times a week. Your girlie is busy. I can't be doing it 2-3 times a day. Unless, of course, they're really fast. But if they're really fast, like, what's the point, you know? Some people say they want to fuck daily. Some people say weekly. And Colt says, what we all kind of figured he would say.
All right.
Oh my God, it's even worse. Could you imagine if you had somebody who required sex every hour of the day? Even if it was like one pump chump, that's too many pumps. Goodbye.
I think men that work in IT, they're probably exposed to a lot of weird on the internet.
That is true. I'm not a man, but as a woman who worked in IT for quite a long time, I did see a lot of porn on people's devices. Unwillingly. Very willingly.
I'd rather be with a man I have to beg for instead of a man I'm like annoyed with because he's humping my leg every day.
I mean, I would not want to have a man ask me for sex every hour, but I really don't want to be begging a man to bang me either.
Which one would you prefer, to have kids or to not have kids?
I don't think I want kids. And I say that because if I have kids, I'd be happy. If I didn't have kids, I'd be happy. But I just wouldn't choose to have kids right now because I just don't have the money. I barely have enough money to feed myself. So, it doesn't really seem like a great idea. Everyone pretty much says yes to kids except for Tim, who wants no kids and no small dogs. Baby factory! Buddy, if you want a max of 3 kids, that's not a baby factory. That's just like an average amount of children that people generally want.
What would matter more to you in your partner? Would you pick someone that values money or values love?
Oh, I feel like it's really bad that I have to give this one a hard think. I would probably say is money. Oh, please don't hate me. Oh my God, I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion.
Usman, you want to share a little bit about your perspective on money?
I think we all know.
And they say love is sweet, but when there is money, the love is sweeter.
So Courtney writes down money, and she says that her mother told her, you can always find love anywhere you go, so just focus on finding a man with money. Colt wrote down love, and he is a little disappointed that Courtney and Usman are aligned on this one.
But what if love goes away?
Love won't go away,
It does.
Sir, love? Great place to stop. Love absolutely goes away. It absolutely goes away. That's why people always say to marry your best friend, because I think it like grows from passion to just companionship. And I mean, yeah, sure, money could go away, but it is very unlikely.
I feel like love is something that's internal. Money is just something that's temporary.
Colt is a little nervous that Courtney chose money because, if you did not know, he does not have a lot of it. And Usman is over here like, yes, we both chose money. Fuck you, Colt.
I choose money and Courtney also choose money.
Here's the thing though, both of them chose money, but I feel like Usman is choosing money for very different reasons than Courtney. The event is over and we get to see Tiff go on her second date with Carlos.
What are we doing?
Little mud, little clay action. I don't know.
Are we gonna get super dirty?
Yeah.
Tiffany's the only one that has been on a date. Right? Yeah. I mean, I do not count Jen and Rob banging as a date. That was not a date. So the two are gonna get all intimate by rubbing Mayan clay all over each other's bodies, which I guess kind of sounds sexy. But anyway, Tiff is not super excited about it because Girlie's very insecure about her body.
Feel a little bit insecure because in my head, I'm like, okay, beautiful means super skinny, perfect boobs, perfect thighs.
I feel so bad that she feels this way. I get why. I completely understand why. But to me, she is the number one because not only is she a beautiful, gorgeous woman, she has so far a not crazy personality. She seems very intelligent, down to earth, very chill, very funny. I mean, I don't know any of the non-90 Day Fiancé people because production refuses to tell us who they are. But Tiff would be number one choice for me if I was a guy or a girl into girls. So he muds up her face, she muds up his arms, he takes off his shirt, and she muds up his chest and works her little way down.
Is that how low you're gonna go?
Oh!
I went lower on you, I feel like.
Just mud up his dick, girl. Just mud it up. See if we got that BWC.
The guy's got a beautiful body. I'm enjoying it a little too much.
After sufficiently mudding each other up, which that just sounds like very dirty. Anyway, they chill out and get to know each other some more. And after the standard, like, what are your goals and what are you looking for in a partner stuff, Tiffany tells him that she is a divorcee and she is a single mother.
I have been married in the past. I do have 2 kids.
I can see it in Carlos' face that he's not happy right now, but he's not saying anything.
That really sucks.
Are you cool with taking like super honest like feedback on this one?
Ugh. Well, that's not gonna be good.
Like I'm not
Oh,
going
sucks.
for women with kids.
You know what though? He's being honest about it. It sucks for Tiffany because I'm sure this happens a lot, but Carlos is not a bad guy for not wanting kids, and I'm so happy that he's actually being honest about it.
That's kind of a little disappointing because I'm like, he seemed like such a cool guy. This is such a disappointment.
And then Tiff makes a really good point. Carlos is almost in his 40s. If he's trying to date someone in his age range, the chance that they are going to be a single mom is going to be a lot higher than if he was, say, a creeper looking for a girlfriend at a high school graduation.
It's okay that you feel the way you feel. It's a little disappointing. I hope that it's something you're willing to explore.
I'm trying to be open-minded and
I'm actually glad with how this conversation went. I think they both handled it really well. So at the end of the day, Tiff is happy that Carlos is open to continuing to get to know her, but she's definitely gonna start looking at Rocky a little bit harder moving forward. On the other side of the resort, Rob is hanging out with Jen.
Here, I got some bug spray for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that gentle pat is gonna do anything for your face, but okay.
Clearly, Jen and I have some good chemistry. So last night, Jen and I kicked it all night. I would love to think and hope that Cole would be out of the picture.
Oh, that just reminded me. Sophie's been watching this series on Twitch. That means she had to watch that scene of them doing it. That must have been so awkward. The two of them talk about how amazing last night was, and then Jen tells him how Cole came to see her this morning and apologize, and Rob is kind of starting to sweat a little bit.
He apologized.
You guys gonna give him another chance?
Jen says she doesn't really know if he's gonna give Cole a second chance, but she might because maybe she just got the wrong first impression, kind of like how she did with Rob because he sucked Elise's face off on day 1.
At the beginning, I was like, he's a player.
I like how she's like, because you made out with Elise on day 1, I saw you as a player. But he banged you on day 3. Is he no longer a player because he went fast with you? Like, is he only a player if he goes fast with other women? That doesn't make any sense. Rob is like, oh, I love that you love the idea of wanting to get to know me, but I am a little scared because my last relationship, which was like super, super serious, it did not end well. And Jen is like, okay, were you married? And Rob is like, yes, and about that.
We are still legally married.
I'm not in the heartbreaking business. I don't want...
That's the biggest bullshit.
Guys, I don't want to lie to somebody.
You don't want to lie to somebody. Oh my God, look at his face. He thinks he's being so sincere and honest. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, you're married.
It is over.
As an FYI, I don't know how over it was because apparently after Hunt for Love filmed, this is obviously hearsay, this coming from Sophie's Instagram or whatever. Rob apparently went to see her and was like, yo, girly, let's bang. And she was like, I'm not gonna let you stick your pee-pee inside of me if you banged anybody on that show. And he was like, nah, I didn't bang anybody, so, let me stick my pee-pee inside of you. So she did, and then she watched the show, and clearly that was a lie. It's very interesting that he's saying there's nothing there.
I'm completely shocked that Rob is still married to his partner. Cole hasn't been perfect, but at least he's not attached to someone.
Too bad, so sad for little Rob, but Jen seems a lot less interested in him. Anyway, new day, new event. Everyone is gonna get teamed up and play a couple of games, and the last team standing is going to win a very special prize. Rob and Jen are on the same team, and that is all you really need to know going forward.
I got the girl I like on my team, and we gonna do this. We gonna do it together. I can't regret telling Jen that I'm legally married.
Yeah, because that's called the truth. You should never regret telling the truth. You should do it more often. The first game, everyone has to pop a bunch of water balloons without their hands, so basically, they're just banging their bodies together.
I think my butt. I think you just hip thrust me as hard as you can.
That's it.
Dude, Elise does seem like a fun person to hang out with. Maybe not date, but she seems like a blast to be friends with. Oh my God.
It's kind of nice to be wet for a change.
Oh! You don't have a lot of experience being a wet girl? Oh man, that's crazy considering how much you have dated. So Rob and Jen's team win, and Tim hates that Jen won, but he does not hate that he got to hump Elise a whole bunch.
I'm kind of starting to warm up to her. I don't know, maybe it's that she liked banging her ass against my balls. I mean, whatever it is, she's got it, and I'm 100% here for it.
The next game is what I know as suck and blow, but she calls it kissing card. You basically move one card down a line by sucking and blowing on it. Oh my God, wait, you gotta look at her face. Oh, almost kissed. So Jen and Rob's team win again, and they move on to the next challenge where everybody sits in a line and has to pour water into the bucket behind them.
Go, 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 go.
Get up. Is it? Oh.
Everyone is great at this game except for Chad and Colt, who are the last people in their line, and they basically spilled all the water onto the ground and ruined it for their entire team. So that means whatever team Colt is on wins, which, makes Rob's dick all floppy, and they move on to their final game, which is less of a game and honestly just fan service for the boys.
We're gonna have a kiss-off.
So 2 teams are left standing. Each team has to pick 2 people to make out with each other. And I don't really know what you're measuring to determine the winner, but whatever.
You're gonna kiss someone in your team.
I mean, it's gonna be Elise. She seems like she's kissed the most people.
It's not me. I'm not a really good kisser.
Oh, at least Chantel knows. Good for her.
I would love to make out with Jen in front of Cole. That'd keep you up at night.
It really wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Jeez.
I got this.
Do not send Colt.
Colt steps up and says,
"Stop it. The only thing he's kissing is a fucking pillow."
I got this. And oh no.
Girl, you gotta do Jen. Jen's gonna be the best kisser. She's gonna be the big kiss. Because Rob is probably like too much tongue, like way too forceful, and the other girl's probably like, oh, this is a lot. I just feel like he's that kind of a kisser. Jen would probably be very sensual and very slow and, whatever. And out of the other team, I just think Elise has the most experience. So it's Chantel and Jen and Elise and this non-90-day person. And I would love to tell you what her name is, but I do not know what it is because they never introduced her to us.
Got this.
I'm so nervous about this.
Oh, right, because we have the whole stupid storyline of Chantel possibly being into girls. So everybody starts kissing, and damn, they are kissing like their life and the lives of all of their loved ones are in danger if they do not make every man/woman hard/wet. And they do a great job because Usman definitely had to hide his massive erection. Yeah, just right into it. See, I told you. Jen is a slow and sensual kisser. Clocked it.
But I ain't gonna lie, like, that's a hell of a show.
Oh my god. Woo! Damn, making me feel tingles. What's going on? Damn, Chantel, you okay? Fuck. I feel like Jen is sending her into her next life right now.
Okay, I love it.
Damn. What? Damn, Usman is in there.
Where I come from, you can't.
Damn, he is so into this. Look at this.
Is there a timer?
Oh my god! Usman is hiding his boner.
It feels like there might have been a little more than just trying to win the contest, because Chantel's into it.
I mean, so is Jen. You know, like, Jen is very into it.
I was like, bitch, you guys need a room?
That was very uncomfortable for me to witness because it was very sexy.
So how do we do the winner announcement?
Yeah.
I mean, are there any losers here?
Yo, that is a very good point, Colt. So it was definitely fan service because all 4 girls won. They won a fancy bottle of champagne, and they now get to choose one person to take on a date to drink that champagne with.
So Jennifer, who are you going to the champagne date with?
Rob. Yo, it'd be so good if she didn't pick Rob. Holy shit.
I just go.
Oh my god, we can see Rob's soul leaving his body right now. Oh, that feels so good.
Rob feel about?
Not great.
I not like that Jen is picking Cole. Choose me. Even he couldn't be mad if she chose me.
Chantel picks Rob, Elise picks Rocky, and we never get to find out who this non-90 Day Fiancé girl picks, whose name I still do not know, because the producers do not give a shit about her.
I worked hard for this date.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, she really did.
I think it was a good decision not kissing Rob in front of me.
Ooh, don't say that. You gotta stop doing that shit, man.
He stepped up and apologized with me. That shows a lot of maturity.
Yeah, when are you gonna start showing maturity and apologizing back?
I see him as a real prospect, and I love that he's obsessed with me.
I don't like that because she likes that he's obsessed with her because she can get away with it. Like she can get away with a lot of shit.
Did Rob happen to say anything after you chose me over him?
Stop focusing so much on him.
He seemed a little disappointed.
I think it's a love triangle that I didn't expect, right? And best man wins. Yeah.
Damn, she's like, you can just see her disinterest growing and growing. And it's because Cole needs, like, she doesn't want to talk about Rob right now. She wants Cole to talk about her.
It's not a love triangle yet. I haven't actually kissed like any of you both yet.
Oh, how dare you lie like that, you bitch. Oh, you wicked, wicked woman.
You said you haven't kissed anybody yet.
I just want to get to know you both.
Yo, I hate her. I hate her. You know how we were talking about like all the other couples where like Tiff was being honest about being a mother and Carlos was very honest about him not thinking that he's ready to be in a relationship with a woman with a kid. Like A+, 100,000 points to you guys. And then this bitch is just lying about not kissing the other guy that she banged. Like, come the fuck on, man. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like mad now every time she comes on screen.
My interest mostly is you.
Shut up. It's a lie.
And that's what I like to hear.
Cole is like, God, it was so hard for me to watch you be on a team with Rob, working together with him, winning with him. And Jen is like, yeah, but at least you didn't have to watch me make out with him because remember, I am an angel. I have not kissed anyone at the resort yet. Well, minus Chantel. I'm pretty sure that girl got her pregnant with that kiss.
But at least you didn't need to watch us kissing.
Yeah.
It's like, what's crazy is like, why lie about it? That's such a dumb lie. Like, I can understand if you're like, oh, we didn't bang. You shouldn't, but like, I get it. Why lie about kissing? Next time on Hunt for Love, Colt finally shoots his shot with Courtney.
I kind of like you, to be honest with you. I'd love to spend more time with you.
Okay.
And Usman shoots his shot with Nikki?
If I pay you a ticket to come to Lagos, would you open to do that?
Maybe ask me after the second date.
And everybody finds out that it was not Elise screaming in ecstasy in Rob's room, but Jen.
Oh my God, I heard you and Rob had sex. And I was like, well, it wasn't me. That's actually Jen's room. I think I need to have a conversation with Cole, and I think he needs to know.
And oh boy, I cannot wait for next episode because Elise calls Jen out, and I just love watching people squirm their way out of a lie and be very bad at it.
I'm the one getting slandered that I went and slept with him when it was you.
I'm not like you, Elise. I don't throw myself to move.
Okay, so that was that. I hate Jen. What is the point of being pretty if you are a rotting corpse inside? That's such a waste of a pretty face. Oh my gosh. And she's lying about the dumbest things. Like, why would you lie that you didn't even kiss Rob? The fact that she's willing to lie about something so small, that's a huge red flag. That means she's gonna have no problem lying about anything huge, you know? I love Tiffany. I think she's great. I'm so glad that her and Carlos had that conversation and it was so honest on both sides. That is the way that a conversation is supposed to go when you're on a date, when you're with someone that you genuinely want to try to develop a relationship with. The more time that goes by, Elise is growing on me. I think she definitely came off bad first impression, but she does seem really fun and funny. And I do think she needs to, maybe talk to someone to figure out why she leads with her pussy first, because that's definitely not doing her any favors. Other than that, this one was a really fun watch. I really needed this. I really needed to just have a drink, have a great time watching something silly. I've been having the worst time in life in general for a while. I'm just, taking it one day at a time, the only way we can. If you like this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments your thoughts. I cannot wait to see you for the next one, and as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!